So in this video, we are looking at solving and forming equations. So we're mainly going to be looking at shapes today. So what do I mean? So we're going to be looking at when we know either the area or perimeter of the shapes, okay? We'll be given some expressions and we have to maybe try and work out the missing variable. So first question we're going to look at, I have a rectangle and I have a triangle. Let's say we are given the measurements of the length is 5, width is x plus 4, and then with the triangle, let's say the base was 12, but the height, which I've drew with this red line, is 2x minus 6. Okay, let's say that the area of these two shapes are the same, and I need to try and solve what x is. Okay, so I need to look at first, what is the area of both shapes? And then trying to get some sort of equation. So step one, the area of a rectangle. So maybe pause the video and try the question. The area of a rectangle is length times width. And the area of a triangle is a half base times height. So the base is the bottom. The height is the perpendicular height with the base to the top. So if the area is the same, I know the area of the rectangle has to equal the area of the triangle. So the rectangle, I'm going to write 5 and then x plus 4 because I need to multiply them together. So the bracket is indicating I'm multiplying 5 by x plus 4. And I need to do, for the triangle, a half, and the base is 12. So I'm going to put it in a bracket because it means multiply, times by the height, so another bracket, and they have to equal each other. And I should now be able to solve what is x. So the first thing I'm going to do is simplify it by expanding the bracket on the left. So 5 times by x is 5x, 5 times by 4 is 20, equals a half times by 12. So we can do that one first. So a half times by 12 is going to give me 6. And I need to multiply this by 2x minus 6. So again, expand the bracket. So 6 times 2x is 12x, and 6 times by 6 is 36. And because that's a negative, make sure you leave that in. So now I want to put the x's on the same side. Got to keep it balanced. So minus 5x minus 5x. So 20 equals 7x minus 36, because 12x minus 5x is 7. Now I'm going to put the constants on the same side, so add 36 to both sides. So that means they cancel out. So I'm left with, over here, I've got 7x on the right, and on the left, 20 plus 36 is going to give me 56. Last step, this means 7 multiply x, and I want to work out what just x is. So we divide by 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. And then 76 divided by 7 is 8. And I've answered that question. X equals 8. So that means you can actually work out the missing measures here. So the length of the shape, I can say, is 8 plus 4, which is 12. The height of the shape is 2 times by 8, which is 16, minus 6 is 10. So the question, the answer, x equals 8. Right, let's try another question. So here I have two rectangles this time. Let's say the measurement on this shape is x and 10. Let's say the measurements on the green one, let's say I'm going to split it up, and I'm going to have 3, x, and 6. Again, if I said the area is the same, that means that the area, which is the same for both of them, which is length times width, they're going to have to equal. So the orange shape, nice and easy, 10 multiplied by x. The green shape, well, first I have to actually work out what the length is, so add them together, and then times by 6. So 6 multiply 3 plus x. And now I can solve, expand the bracket, 10x equals 18 plus 6x. Now I'm going to bring the 6x over, so minus 6x from both sides. They cancel. 10x minus 6x, you're left with 4. is 18. And then we're going to divide both sides by 4. And we get x equals, so in this case, I can actually simplify it. So I can divide both of them by 2 and get 9 over 2. So 9 over 2. So write it as a mixed number. 2 goes into 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 4 times, and there's 1 left over. So the answer in this question is x is 4 and a half. Right, let's do one more question, which is going to be perimeter. So in this question, let's say we had this is 6, and this is x, and the green shape I've got x and 2x plus 2. Let's say this time the perimeter is the same. Well, I know the perimeter is the outside of the shape. Okay, so you add up all the sides. So what I would do is I would just fill in the missing sides. So rectangles, the opposite sides are the same. And now if I add them together, they have to equal. So the orange shape, I have 2 x's, and 6 plus 6 is 12. On the green shape, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x. So I'm adding them together. And then I have 2 plus 2 is 4. So the perimeter, it's the sum of all the sides. Now I can solve. So minus 2x from both sides. I get 12 equals 4x plus 4. Minus 4 from both sides. And I get 8 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And x equals 2. So that means in this question, x equals 2. So I know that this length is 2. This length is 2. And this is 2 times 2, which is 4, plus 2 is 6. And that is another question solved. Right, so if you are happy with that, you are now going to do some questions. So the questions that you're going to do, my pen's on, is on page, so in your textbook, page 98, and you're going to do question 22, 23, and 24. Okay, so this is from the textbook Reveal Maths, grade 8. So have a go at them questions.